Hey, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So I never thought I'd see myself doing another video on Illuminati. Y'all know how much I don't like these people because of the whole split rumors from Hasbro and Toei, which is something that's not really true. But I'm gonna continue to stay on this because no matter how many times I do videos on Power Rangers related content, minority of people actually support this idea of Hasbro splitting up from Toei because it just wouldn't make any sense. Because number one, they brought this company 4 years ago. Why would they want to, split from Toei just like that? Like, it's gonna be really strange seeing Power Rangers in its original content. But if those of you who support it, I guess, but I just don't. So that's just how I feel personally. So Power Rangers Reboot, possible updates, and wild rumors. So let's get to it. It says, once again, Ranger Nation, we are on the verge of the evolution of Power Rangers as we know it, with Jonathan and Twizzle as the helm of the upcoming Netflix reboot. And just as we approach the 30th anniversary too. For a while, official details have been impossible to find. Luckily, that may be changing very soon. I hope that whatever they find information, they don't put out nothing that makes any sense, because last year they did a video on the script which was not true, because if it was really true, Jonathan would have actually leaked it on his own. So I don't even trust these sources of putting out fake leaks and the worst script I've ever heard. Just something that I'm totally against. I'm just not really into it. Last year, Jinzaku took to Twitter to reveal many details about the rough draft for a completed script, which mostly coincided with what a writer of ours reported about a few months ago. Prior to that, now he's back bringing new information to light, most of which appeared to be accurate. Alright, so this script, I don't believe that. I think it's false. This does not sound like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I'm against it, and I'm not a fan of it. That's just how I feel. I would say if it was true, then Power Rangers would not be the same as we know it. There's a lot to discuss here, so let's get into it. First of all, the script is completed. I can say that with the absolute certainty. After numerous drafts, Hasbro finally landed on the right one for the direction they want to go. What the plot is about, however, is something we do not know yet. So if you said that the script is finished, how come there hasn't been any plot revealed yet? Let's just face it, I don't even understand this whole situation, because I don't even trust the internet sometimes, because we don't even know which one is true, which is false. I just don't understand. Plus, whatever script they put out, I'm sure it's gonna sound very weird. So I'm just not with this new script. All that we know for sure is that it will no longer be about time traveling. Hallelujah. Thank God. Somebody from Hasbro must be watching our videos. They knew that we were against this time traveling crap, because I knew from the jump that this time traveling plot about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers would not fit right. Them new Mighty Morphin Power Rangers team based on the original team, like Jason, Zach, Billy, Trini, and Kimberly, going back in time to meet the 90s, like it doesn't sound right. Even the new Power Rangers going back in time to the 1990s, it just would not sound right. It doesn't. The fact that it has no time traveling, thank the Lord. That's all I can say is thank the Lord. All that we know for sure is that it will no longer be about time traveling or anything multiverse related. Good. While that may come as a disappointment, no, it's not to me. I'm glad it didn't happen. I'm glad it didn't happen, because one, if you put time traveling plot into the movie, it's gonna turn everybody off. I'm not the only one that thought about this. I'm not the only one that's thinking smart knowledge about it, it would not work. If you want to do time traveling, make it Power Rangers Time Force movie. Come on, man. Like, well, that may come as a disappointment for some of you. I think it's most likely for the best. Let's not forget that Hasbro E1 is basically building a new shared universe with Twizzle and Netflix. I mean, jumping in head first into the multiverse would be like playing a trump card as soon as the game starts. It makes no sense to deliver your most valuable resources immediately. It'll be more gratifying for everyone if Hasbro builds an encompassing arc across multiverse movies and TV shows, ending with something like a Shattered Great event, which I would assume is what they intended to do. The Shattered Great part, I wouldn't mind seeing it. Like, if they're going to do a 30th anniversary, like season 30, it could be the reboot of the new original Teenagers with Attitude with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Make episodes that make sense. Then once you finish with like 10 episodes, then you'll focus on, your next movie will be about the Green Redeemer. I would say make the movie about the Green Ranger. Like, have him, like, give Tommy a backstory of why he's always alone. Because in the show, he didn't have no parents. He was just a new kid in town that was introduced, but got captured by Rita Repulsa to become the evil Green Ranger. Like, after that, there was just him being Tommy. Like, we know nothing about the character. Let's face it, the comics make sense than the TV show. Because if y'all remember the Boom Studio comics when he was still dealing with Tommy, after he became the Green Ranger, there was a scene when Tommy was talking to his mother after he woke up from a bad dream or whatever. So that lets me know that he has a mother, but where was the father at? So if you actually think about it, I think what they need to do is, if they were to make a reboot, have it focus on the TV show first. Then after that, you can focus on Tommy, the Green Ranger, in the movie. And after that craziness, jump back into the TV show when he learns about teamwork after gaining used to of being with the original 5. And then you have some more episodes dedicated to Tommy and to the rest of the Rangers. If you go with the Boom Studio Comics route of this Mighty Morphin Power Rangers original run, it can easily work like that. And then you can pretty much make the Shattered Great movie. Depends on how many seasons Netflix does with the Mighty Morphin run. I think that would easily work. Because let's face it, Mighty Morphin sells. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. While the completion of the script is an indication of many progress being in pre-production, we can confirm that Hasbro is currently in the early stages of casting process. I don't know about A-list actors, but they are searching for some well-known actors to don the Morphers. I should not have to say this, but I feel like we need to please do not do the, I guess he's talking about the Cobra Kai casting, because I've seen some Cobra Kai casting videos a while back. Though I do like it, but I kind of like my version of the casting of the Mighty Morphin reboot. That is right. If you do it the right way, money. So, just saying. I should not have to say this, but I feel like I need to. Please do not send any audition videos. Neither Hasbro, E1, Netflix, nor Jonathan and Twizzle is going to view them, because it would be highly unprofessional. Well, you got to give them time to get everything started, because we all know sometimes audition videos don't really go well. They're probably looking for somebody who was not a martial artist or a dancer, just hire actors with no sports backgrounds. Like, you gotta change up a bit. Plus, Power Rangers is gonna be on Netflix. Not only that, but it's gonna be Union. That means that any past Ranger actor can cut back on Power Rangers to make money that they should have made years ago. Let's face it, looking back at Mighty Morphin, you know, the Mighty Morphin franchise, they were paid terribly. They only made like $600 a week. But I think we all know that Amy Jo Johnson was like the highest paying actress on the show because of how good her acting performances are. So I think what Netflix need to do is make sure that the show is union. So that way, if they make a new Green Medieval movie after the Mighty Morphin TV show, I would say chances are have the original Rangers, well, actors from the TV show make cameo appearances, but more like a regular people, like extras. They can play like different characters, but we all know who used to be Rangers though, but not the characters, but like, you know, like Austin St. John, Jason David Frank, or Karen Ashley can make cameo appearances in movies and such, just for fan services, but nothing really, unless you give them something to do, then yeah, you can do something like that. But whatever you do these auditions, please don't make it cringe-worthy, because I've seen some bad ones before. Nah. The mention of someone from the hit Netflix drama Ginny and Georgia already being cast was enough to make my eyebrows squint, because that piece of information is inaccurate. No one has been cast yet. It's possible that we may see some Netflix familiar faces become Rangers, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. So especially for those of you who have been fan casting about Cobra Kai, yeah, like I said before. So we don't know what's gonna happen, but based on this information I'm getting from Luminary, this is a good one. Because 2 years ago, they did this dumb story about, you know, all female lead Power Rangers team, which was not true, which nobody wanted. They tried to go with the 2016 Ghostbusters route, which turned out horribly. Trust me, you don't want to get me started on that. But thank God, nothing about that came true. You know what? I think for the most part, this one is really interesting. Another thing that was mentioned was new movie and show being hella mature. Neither of those will be hella mature. However, they will be more mature. The majority ratings will be mostly like 13 plus. You can expect the maturity level of being somewhere around the Israelites 2017 Power Rangers movie. Yeah, my sympathies go out to you who were expected to see something that looks like we're gonna happen in Zack Snyder main Power Rangers movie. No. If Zack Snyder made a Power Rangers movie, it would be super slow motions. It'll be really boring to watch. I'm just saying. Though I love the Zack Snyder Justice League, I don't want to see him direct Power Rangers, because that's gonna make everything slow. And plus, he doesn't even know about Power Rangers. He doesn't even study the franchise. He doesn't understand the fans. He doesn't even study the character designs and such. Zords, costumes. I don't know. I just don't want to see him direct Power Rangers though. That's just how I feel. This is what somebody from Hasbro or somebody from Jonathan people had to say. Since we set up Power Rangers with Jonathan, we pitched really a whole world approach. It's not just one show. It's just shows followed by films, some kids programming. We have found a great writer partner. Like, they're just saying that they found some good people that are on board with this project. But like I said, we don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, unless we get like an official announcement from Hasbro, just know that I will be doing. So I think this was something that we know for sure. If there's like an official word from Hasbro, just know that I will be, you know, doing a video covering this whole thing. Hasbro will be having their fourth quarter earnings called on February 7th. So I need y'all to be ready, because I will be doing a video on this, and I hope to God they don't go all woke on this. Because 2 years ago, about them having an all-female lead Power Rangers, it's suck. Power Rangers has been around for nearly 29 years, but it hasn't been as popular as it was back at its prime. True. For Power Rangers to reach its full potential, it's time for a change, and Hasbro knows it. I cannot wait to see what Jonathan Antoza has for us, but I still don't support the whole split from Hasbro because I don't, shout out to Dawson Ryder though, but I don't agree with most of his points when it comes to splitting from Toei. Like, I don't know why would you want to stop. You could just do all 3 shows. One case show with them using Sentai footage from whichever Sentai adaptation they do. Another is for a Netflix reboot of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which is mature, teens and adults. And the last one you could do for animation route for the youngins. So if you do something like that, 3 shows and a movie, money. You don't have to just stop doing Sentai just like that, because that's kind of like saying that, we don't want you anymore, so we have our own thing. But sometimes it doesn't work that way. Not everything works 100%. I'm just saying. What kind of thumbnail I'm gonna use? Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this part as my thumbnail. So yeah. What's my thoughts on this article? I say it's a lot better than the ones than I read before. But I think, thank God they're not gonna do that time traveling crap, because I hated that plot. So thank God it's not officially happening. So yeah, it's good to know. Another part that really has me talking a bit more, because like my ideas for the Power Rangers reboot is, if they do cast the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers team, I hope they use some of the elements from the 2017 movie when Zack's mother is dying of something. Each of the Rangers' backgrounds when it comes to the family, like their parents and everything. The show didn't really talk about their parents that much. Nor did Tommy ever had parents on the show. So it would be, it would be cool if they actually give Tommy, character background of where he came from. Like, just face it, Tommy is a loner. Like, just picture them doing the Green Ranger movie on Tommy Oliver being evil. Like, imagine him living in a trailer park. That would have been something, right? Think about it. I might do a video on this very soon. Right after this one, because I have some good ideas of what Hasbro can do with the Green Ranger movie. So if y'all enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, I'm out of here.